Okay, looks like we are live. We're going to go live here on IG, and then we're going to go live. All right, we're going to go live on IG as well. And I believe we're going to go live here on our TikTok. We just started this new TikTok, crazy stuff.
You did the do not disturb.
I did not do the do not disturb. So if somebody calls, I'm going to be hosed. How do I do this real quick? Can you do it while I'm on the live?
Yeah, swipe down top left.
Swipe down top left, okay? Or top right? Top right? Yeah, top right. And then where? Where am I clicking? Help me.
Focus.
Okay, do not disturb. Boom, boom. And then go back up. Okay, we're back. All right, so we are going live right now. I'm sorry, you guys are going to have to forgive me. I am traveling. So has anybody ever seen the Netflix show, what is it, Ozark with Jason Bateman? I am here live in the flesh in Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. I'm here for about another 4 days, and then I'll be back in our Scottsdale, Arizona corporate headquarters. So I wanted to go live with you guys today, and I'm going to cover 2 objections that I know most of you probably get, and it doesn't matter if you sell business to consumer, B2C sales, or if you're in some type of business to business sales or B2B sales. Like in my 17-year sales career before I started 7th Level, I sold in 2 B2B sales jobs, okay? And then 2 B2C. So I know both of them like the back of my hand. Plus we have hundreds of clients in all of those industries, actually thousands of clients actually at this point, individual clients, and then hundreds of company or corporate clients, all right? So we're gonna go over, what do you actually say when a prospect says, you know what, Jane, this sounds really good, but we did some research on your company and we saw a lot of negative reviews. So how do you respond to that objection when they say, we did some research on your company online and we saw some negative reviews? Or have you ever got an objection from a prospect and they said, yeah, I really like this, but it just sounds too good to be true? Has any of you ever got an objection like this? And I even got this when I sold in B2B sales. CEOs would say, wow, this sounds really good, but it sounds too good to be true. And that would literally stop them. So we have to learn how to get our prospects to overcome those 2 objections if we want to make a ton of sales. Now, we are going live on about 7 different platforms right now. Well, yeah, actually 7. So we're going live here on my desktop where I'm traveling. We're going live in the Sales Revolution Facebook group. We got about 23 or 24,000 of you running around. Follow me on that. We're going live on our LinkedIn page, our YouTube page. We're also going live on my personal Facebook, Hello Friends. And then we're also going live on our Facebook business page. We've got about 67,000 of you followers on there. Now we're also going live here on our Instagram account. We just started this on, when was it? I think November. We already got about 96,800 followers in 7 months. That thing is growing like crazy. And then TikTok, we just got on here about 6-7 weeks ago. We already got 23,000 of you on here. I'm not even sure. Followers, okay? All right, so if I go back I got my TikTok phone here. I've got my IG phone here, and then up here I have my desktop with YouTube, LinkedIn, the Facebook group, Sales Revolution, my personal Facebook, and the Facebook business page on a device called StreamYard. Technology these days, I love it. All right, now we're gonna go over these 2 objections, so write this down. How do you respond when the prospect says, we really like what you're offering, but we did some research and we found a lot of negative reviews about your company online? How many sales do you lose every single week, every single month, every single year, just from that one objection? Because every single company, we all know, will have negative reviews. There is no company on planet Earth that does not have at least one crazy negative review from some crazy person. It just is what it is. I love Range Rovers, but if I Google them right now, I'm probably going to see some negative reviews. Now, mainly positive, but for sure there's going to be a few negative reviews. So how do you help them overcome that? And then how do you help your prospects overcome the objection of, this sounds too good to be true? Okay. How many of you have lost sales when a prospect says, I really like this, but it just sounds too good to be true? And so they just back out, okay? Now, if you are brand new to our Facebook group, you've never seen me before, you're brand new to TikTok here, because we've only started on TikTok about 6 weeks ago, or if you're just started following me here on IG, you don't know who the hell I am. I am the chairman and founder of a company called 7th Level, all right? So we're a training Sales training, obviously a global sales training company, and we train people exactly like you watching me right now. So we train sales professionals exactly like you. We train sales management and managers like you. We train sales executives and leaders like you. We train businesses, companies, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants like you. Anybody who has a product or service that they want to sell more of. And we train you by transforming the way you and your team sell by learning specific skilled questions and techniques that, get this, actually work with human behavior. Actually work with human behavior. Do you actually know what that means? Okay, rather than work against it, right? We don't want to use techniques that work against human behavior, that trigger prospects to shut down emotion, that trigger objections, that trigger our prospects to go into fight or flight mode. Now, this methodology is known as NEPQ. It stands for Neuro Emotional Persuasion Questioning. We teach you with the right tonality, the right delivery of the questions, because you can't sound like a scripted robot, that puts your prospects at ease. It eliminates sales pressure. Can you imagine if the sales pressure, the sales resistance was gone, and it triggers your prospects to actually want to engage, want to open up to, because they feel like you might have something important to them, okay? So we're going to talk about that today. Now, if you're on the live right now, whether you're on TikTok or Instagram or our Facebook groups or our Facebook business page or LinkedIn or YouTube or even my personal Facebook, if you're on the live right now, I want you to go down to the bottom of this. So you can see me right here. I want you guys to go down to the bottom, and I want you to post #live. So if you're on the live right now, go down to your phone, the bottom of your phone in the comments section. I want you to post #live. So if you're on the live right now, go post #live. I'm not going to reveal how to help you overcome these two objections that I know you lose sales from every month without you posting #live. Because why would I? I already know how to do this stuff. Our clients already know how to do all this stuff. That's why they outsell you in the same industry. So go post #live. And if you're on the replay, I want you to post #replay. So if you're on live, post #live. If you're on the replay, post #replay. Now, I want you to go, now, depending on what platform you're on, I want you to go smash the like button. So if you're on a Facebook group, if you're on LinkedIn, I want you to go smash the like button. If you're on IG or TikTok, smash the heart button. I better see hundreds of smashed likes and smashed hearts. I want you to smash the heart button, smash the like button. All told, on all 7 platforms, I get about 500 of you on here on all 3 or all 7 of these platforms. So go smash the heart button, smash the like button, okay? The reason why I have you do that, it creates more engagement on those social media sites, and it triggers more people to be able to actually see this training, and it helps them sell more of their products and services as well. Okay, enough about me. I know none of you selfishly care about me. You only care about learning how to overcome those 2 objections. All right, so what do you say? I still love you guys. What do you say when the prospect says, you know, I just don't think we're going to go ahead with it. We did some research and we saw some negative reviews about your company online. Now, what do you say? Okay. First of all, let me show you how to do this. First of all, you have to understand and find out what that actually means. What does it actually mean when they say they saw a bunch of negative reviews online? Okay. How many did they actually see? That objection right there can easily be diffused once you ask a few questions that helps the prospect answer that objection themselves. So let me role play with myself. I'm going to show you to do this. I hope you're writing this down. Now, here's the thing. If you guys want to start learning these type of skills, because I'm just giving you like little hors d'oeuvres on these lives. I could just give you little stuff to nibble on. I give you like 1/10, you know, if it's like 100,000 piece puzzle, I'm giving you one piece of that 100,000 piece puzzle today. But if you want to learn advanced skills that work with human behavior, like thousands of our clients are learning, that sell exactly what you are now, that are outselling you 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. If you want to start learning how to start making 10 grand a month in commissions in your industry with what you sell, or 15 grand a month in commissions, and I'm talking consistently every month, not 1 month, every month. You want to start learning skills to make 20,000 a month in commissions with what you sell, or 30,000 a month in commissions, or 40,000 a month in commissions with what you sell, 50,000 a month in commissions with what you sell, or even higher, then I want you to message me right now. So if you're on TikTok, message me right now. I'll give you some options. If you're on IG, send me a DM right now. I'll give you some training options. If you're in the Facebook group, message me. If you're in LinkedIn, message me. If you can't figure out how to message me, you can just post hashtag NEPQ. So you can post hashtag NEPQ, and either myself or someone on our team will message you more details to see if we can help. All right. So we have to first find out, what do they actually mean when they say we saw a bunch of negative reviews online? How many did they see? So let me role play with myself. I'm going to show you how to easily resolve this, help them resolve it. This is one of the most easiest objections in the world to help your prospect overcome. If you lose a sale from this, you just haven't learned human behavior yet. Okay. Prospect says, we were doing some research over the weekend, and we saw your company has some bad reviews. You simply ask an NEPQ clarifying question first. How do you mean by bad reviews? So that's the first question. How do you mean by bad reviews? That's the first question you ask. That's simple. It's an NEPQ clarifying question. When you say bad reviews, what do you mean exactly? Or how do you mean by bad reviews? Then the prospect says something like this. Well, it's not that bad. There were some people saying some bad things about your company. And then you ask, were these actual clients? Were these actual clients or just some negative people online who were never clients? That's the first question you ask. Were these actual clients or just some negative people online? Now, why would you ever ask that? Because first of all, a lot of reviews, maybe you guys don't understand, a lot of reviews you get, that your company gets, are not actually from real clients. They might be from somebody that's a competitor. They might be from somebody on the outside that's just trying to take your company down. So you ask that simple question. That is a real live question. And it gets the prospect to think that maybe a lot of the reviews they saw weren't even from real clients, that they could be making a mistake. So it puts that seed of doubt in their mind that the reviews they heard, that they read, might not be from real clients. They might be making a mistake here. So were these, and you slow this down when you ask, because you're curious, and you say, were they actual clients or just some negative people online? See my facial expressions, my tonality? Even if you're on the phone and they can't see you, you would still do that, because that affects your tonality. It affects your body language. Okay. And that comes across in your tone. All right. Then they're going to say, well, I think some were clients, but I'm not sure if they were all clients. And then you're going to say, now, when you say you saw some negative reviews, how many did you actually see? Now, why would you want to ask them how many they saw? Because let's say that you sell for Range Rover, and Range Rover has 3.9 million clients, and there's 12 negative reviews. Well, what would that mean? That 99.99999% of the clients are happy. That's what that means, right? So we want to ask them, because when they say we saw negative reviews, does that mean they saw 10,000? Does that mean they saw 3? Does that mean they saw 3,000? We don't know what that means, okay? So here's what you want to ask. Now, when you say you saw negative reviews, how many did you actually see? Okay. Now, let's pretend for a second that you sell for more of a SMB company, okay? And let's say online you've got hundreds of positive reviews, but let's say that you have 10 or 15 negative reviews. So they come back and they say, well, I didn't really count them up, but if I was guessing, I probably saw maybe 10 or 15 negative reviews. Then you're going to ask, okay, and you're going to act concerned. You have to show empathy. You have to have concern. So, okay, so you saw around 10 to 15 negative reviews, and some were not even clients, right? So we have, just so you're aware, Amy, we have a little bit over 5,000 clients now. So let's just say out of those 15 reviews, that let's just say 11 of them were real clients. That would be 11 negative reviews out of 5,000 clients that said that we were bad for whatever reason. So that would be about, what is the math on that? That would be, get the calculator out, that'd be about 0.02%. So 0.02%. So that would be about 1/5 of 1%. So about one fifth of 1% that were complaining while our other clients that would leave 99.8% have had great experiences and actually gotten the results they came to us for. So help me understand, if we have a 99.8% success rate, what would that possibly mean about us getting our clients results? See what I just did there? Did anybody pick what I just did there? Okay. I boiled it down to 99.8% success rate. Okay. Let me go over that with you. Okay. So you saw around 10 to 15 negative reviews. And I think you said some of those weren't clients, right? Okay. So let's just say 11 out of those 15 were actual clients. So we have like 5,130 some clients. So if 11 clients out of 5,132 said that we were bad for whatever reason, maybe they didn't like my hair, that would be, let me get it out on the calculator. I'm from Arkansas. My mom says I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. So that would be, okay, that would be 0.02%. So that would be about 1/5 of 1% that were complaining, while the other 99.8% of clients have had great experiences and actually gotten results. So if we have a 99.8% success rate, what would that possibly mean about us getting our clients results? And then the prospect is, they're not going to argue. They're going to say, well, yeah, it sounds like you guys do great things. Then you would say, well, yeah, I mean, our clients would say that for sure, but can I possibly make a suggestion to you? Prospect says, sure, go ahead. Have you ever considered that no matter how great you do for your clients, that there will always be some people that for whatever reason will not do what they're supposed to do on their end? And then who do they usually blame that on? And then the prospect is going to say, well, yeah, they blame the company. I mean, we have clients like that complain. So, thanks for clearing that up. That is the easiest objection in the world to help them overcome. Hopefully that helped you on that objection. Now, did you notice my cadence? Did you notice how I slowed down? Did you notice my facial expressions? Did you notice how I leaned in and showed empathy when I asked some of those questions? Like I was collaborating with them. I'm working with them to help them resolve that concern. If you just read that off like a script, what I just gave you, and sound like a robot, and if your discovery calls and conversations and sales process, you sound like a hardcore closer, that's not going to help you that much because they don't trust you. But if you follow what we do, especially if you're one of our clients, because you know all of the puzzle, you understand NEPQ, human behavior, that concern is the easiest objection to overcome that there has ever been, okay? Because I can simply ask him, so with your company, how many typically negative reviews do you have yourself? And typically that comes back and they're like, yeah, we have negative reviews too, right? That's what you'd ask at the very end of that. Now, let's go to this second objection. How do you respond when the prospect says, I don't know, Barry, it just sounds too good to be true. Or let's say you're in a discovery call or you're going through the presentation, they just stop you. I mean, this all sounds great, but I just get this gut feeling that it sounds too good to be true. How many of you have ever got that objection and lost a sale because of that? I don't want you to have to lose sales when, if you have the right training, you would make those sales like our clients make. So how many of you have ever lost a sale to, it just sounds too good to be true? How many of you? I know a lot of you have. All right, here's how you overcome that. Okay, for one thing, we have to realize that this is just a fear-based objection. You can get this objection in both B2C sales and B2B sales. I was in 4 industries in my 17-year sales career, 2 B2C, 2 B2B. I got this objection in all 4, okay? But it's really easy to overcome, okay? So it's a fear-based objection, okay, that you see in a lot of industries, especially if you sell some type of product or service or training program that teaches people how to get money. Now, you're not necessarily going to get this concern if you sell life insurance. You're not really going to see it that much there. Or if you sell cars, You're going to see this objection more in like the coaching industry or the high ticket industry or the make money biz op industry or fulfillment industry or recruiting industry. Maybe you're a job recruiter. You're going to hear this a lot. Okay. So there are certain industries. We even train a big, large company that sells cybersecurity to banks. And this is one of the top 10 objections they get. It sounds too good to be true by CEOs of banks. Okay. So you're going to get it in different objections. Some industries, you just won't get this concern. Let me role play it with you. Prospect says, well, it just sounds too good to be true, Jeremy. Well, would you like us to make it harder for you? So the first thing out of your mouth, if somebody says it sounds too good to be true, you just laugh with them and said, well, would you like us to make it harder for you? And you joke with them. I'm telling you, it is a massive pattern interrupt that causes most people to laugh, and the concern is over right there. Now, I'm going to show you how to keep going because I want to make sure the concern's buttoned up. But the first thing you do is a pattern interrupt. What do most salespeople? They argue with them, and then they lose a sale. So they say, this sounds too good to be true. I might say, how do you mean it sounds too good to be true? I could either ask that clarifying question, or I could say, well, would you like for us to make it harder for you? And they're going to be like, I don't want it to make harder, but you know what I mean. And then they're going to say something like, oh, don't get me wrong, but when I was a kid, my grandpa would always say, look, John, Johnny boy, or Sally, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Let's say the prospect says that. So you would simply ask, well, can I make a suggestion, Amy? Sure, yeah, go ahead. That's saying if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Where do you think that came from? Do you think that came from someone that was extremely wealthy or someone that was poor? Let me ask that question again. So that's saying if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Where do you think that came from? Do you think it came from somebody that's extremely wealthy or somebody that was poor? Lower your voice. Now, 99% of the people are going to say, oh, someone that was poor. If they say, I don't know, well, if you really thought about it, who do you think it came from? Oh, okay, somebody that was poor, okay? Exactly. You say, exactly, someone that was poor. So if we start taking financial advice from people who are poor, what type of financial results do you think we're going to get in our lives? See how I asked that question? Did you see my tone? Okay, you want to learn that tone, we can teach you that tone. Our clients have learned that tone in our virtual training courses. That's why they're selling what you are now, but they make probably triple what you do. They just learned how to do it. You can learn how to do that as well, okay? So can I make a suggestion? Sure, go ahead, Jeremy. That saying, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Where do you think that came from? Do you think that came from somebody that was extremely wealthy or somebody that was poor? Oh, somebody was poor. Well, exactly, somebody was poor. So if we take financial advice from people who are poor, what type of financial results do you think we're going to get in our lives? And the prospect's always going to say, well, I guess the same results they're getting. And then you're going to ask, well, do you want to change that? Look how I leaned in. Look at my empathy, my tone. Well, do you want to change that? Yeah, I want to change that. And then you're going to say this. This is an NEPQ negative reverse. Well, I mean, you don't have to change it. I mean, tell me this, like, why look at doing this now? Like, why not push it down the road like unsuccessful people would? Let me repeat that. Well, you don't have to change. Well, no, I need to change. Okay, but for you, I mean, why look at doing this now? Like, why not just push it down the road like unsuccessful people would? And you know what they're going to do? They're going to push back and they're going to say, oh, no, I'm not going to be like that. And then you're simply going to say, okay, so time to make a change possibly. That is a NEPQ probing statement, all taught in the virtual training courses in our group, trained by me and our sales trainers, okay? And then you're going to ask about 2 to 3 commitment questions, which we teach you those in the virtual training courses and the group coaching, and then that person is ready to go, okay? So I hope that helped you. Today we went over how do you overcome the objection when they say, we saw some negative reviews about your company online, we're not going to go with you. And the second one just sounds too good to be true. Now, Just giving you a little nibble on these little lives here. So if you want everything, if you want to be like our clients who sell exactly what you are now, right now, watch us. We train every industry in the world right now, according to Forbes. There's 158 industries and subsets of those industries. We are training every single one. Thousands of clients at this point. If you want to learn those advanced skills, like our clients have learned, if you want to start making your first 10 grand a month in commissions, or your first 15 grand a month in commissions with what you sell right now, whatever job you have or business, you want to start making 20 grand a month in commissions, or 30 grand a month in commissions, or 40 grand a month in commissions, or 50 or 60,000 plus a month in commissions. Because I can guarantee you that we are training companies and salespeople in your industry right now that are making those type of commissions every single month, month after month after month. Do you think there's any difference between you and them? Do they get up in the morning and put their pants on like you? Do they brush their teeth like you? Do they possibly eat breakfast like you? Do they drink water? Are they human beings? Yes, we train people in the staffing agency. We train, let me repeat myself. We train every industry on the planet right now, okay? According to Forbes, there's 158 different industries and subsets. We are training all of them at this point, okay? There's a reason why Inc. listed us as the #1 fastest growing sales training company in our category, sales training company in the United States last year. There's probably a reason for that. That's because of our clients' results they are getting from NEPQ. Yes, we train people how to sell leads for contractors. We train contractors how to get more clients. We train companies how to sell more lead generation. We train everything there is. You guys keep asking me, do you train my industry? I don't know how else to say it. If you have a product or service that solves a problem and or an emotional need, we are already training salespeople and companies in your space. And they are kicking your ASS right now, not because they're cooler than you, not because they wear cool clothes or cool shoes. They just have the right skills that work with human behavior that you do not possess at this point. You know, you can possess those. So if you want to start possessing those skills and acquiring that knowledge, then just message me right now. I'm here, Lake of the Ozarks, just sitting here doing nothing. So message me right now. If you can't figure out how to message me through DMs, so you can, if you're on LinkedIn, message me. If you're on my Facebook, message me. If you're in the Facebook group, Sales Revolution, message me. If you're TikTok, message me. If you're, on IG, message me. If you can't figure out how to message me, then just in the comment section, post #NEPQ. Does it work for sales account management, growing a book per quarter? Yes. I don't know how to describe it. You guys keep asking me if I train your industry. We train every industry on planet Earth at this point, every single industry. So to answer your question, does it work for sales account management? Since we train every industry, that would mean yes. I don't know what to say. I love you guys. Sometimes I just want to slap you around in the face, just punch you in the nose sometimes. Anyway, so just message me directly. Either myself, I'll either message you back directly, or our Chief Revenue Officer, Marco Cortese, will message you, or our CEO, Matt Ryder, or someone on our team. And they'll say, hey, this is Val from 7th Level, or this is Chris from 7th Level, or we have tons of people that work for the company here that will message you more details. All right. So we will go live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. So tomorrow I'm going to go live only in the Facebook group. So I'm not going to go live on TikTok here on this TikTok phone. I'm not going to go live on IG. So if you want to be on our live tomorrow, I'm going to we interview 1 to 2 clients every single week, and we break down their sales process. Now, for them to even be interviewed in our Facebook group, they have to be making at least, I want to say 20 to 25 grand a month in commissions after they go through our training. Most of them make 30, 40 grand a month plus in commissions after our training, but to even be interviewed in our Facebook group, that's the requirement. So tomorrow I'm interviewing a client that when he started this training 7 months ago, was averaging 5 to 6 grand a month in commissions. Guess how much he's been averaging the last 4 months? About 25 grand a month in commissions. So that means he's making 5 times more. Same amount of leads, same product he was selling before. What's the difference? His sales ability, his questioning ability, his tonality ability that we've taught him through our virtual training courses. So if you want to be on that live tomorrow, when I go live inside the Facebook group, I'm gonna have somebody on the team on IG drop our Facebook group join link. So you can join our Facebook group for free. Just go to salesrevolution.pro. So if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on TikTok, if you're on IG, if you're on YouTube and you haven't joined our free Facebook group yet, because I go live in there 3 to 4 times a week with different trainings, different Q&As, different subject matters. Just go to I'll have Luke just posted it here on our team, one of our valuable team members. He's the man. You can join that link or just go to salesrevolution.pro. It's really easy. Just go to www.sales. I'll even post it myself. Sales Revolution. Can I spell? Revolution.pro. Oh, look at there. I can even spell. Salesrevolution.pro. I just posted it right there myself on the IG phone. TikTok, I'm sorry. I don't even know how to operate this new phone here. So just go to salesrevolution.pro. Sales Revolution. If you're driving, you better memorize this, because I ain't staying on here longer. Go to salesrevolution.pro. You can join that for free right now. And right when you join the free Facebook group, we'll message over a free training to you. We'll DM you a free training called the NEPQ 101 mini course, just because we're nice people over here. Just trying to help you guys sell more. Help more of your prospects find and solve problems, make the world a better place. All right. Peace and love to all of you. We will see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going live in the Facebook group, salesrevolution.pro. We'll interview one of our clients, break down their sales process. We do 1 or 2 interviews in that every single week with different clients, plus different Q&As and trainings. So see you there. And tomorrow, you want to learn advanced skills, message me, hashtag NEPQ. Love, peace. Talk to you guys soon. I am out of here. I got to get out on the, what the hell are they called, Blake?
What, TikTok?
My jet skis.
Oh.
I'm having like a Joe Biden moment. I can't even remember anything. I'm having like I'm Alzheimer's or something going on. I got to get on the jet skis before it gets dark over here. All right, love and peace. I just make fun of politicians all the time. Okay, everybody, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern in the Facebook group. I'm not going live on IG tomorrow. You better get in the Facebook group, and I'm not going live on TikTok tomorrow, although I still love you guys. TikTok people are sometimes mean, though. Have you ever noticed that?
They're a little aggressive.
They're a little aggressive over there. It's like the wild, wild west. Now, IG people, they're pretty nice on IG. They soak up the trend and they love it. People on TikTok, man, wild, wild west over there. Just a bunch of meanies over there. Okay, peace and love. I got to get out of here. I got things to do, people to see.